I just want to share a quick tip with you on how to develop language in children. Read to them. Nursery rhymes are such a great way because, there's so many varied characters and you can play with the tone, with the inflection in your voice, right? Make it fun and interesting for them. You can start this when you're pregnant. My mother always encouraged me to. And my children could read like gangbusters when they were younger. And my second son, actually both of them read before they went to school. And I was really concerned with my second son because he refused to read. I mean, one day I said, because I'd always work with them in the summer. And I was just like, goodness, my Dre could read before he went to grade one. And my Lee, I was really concerned about him. And he came home. So I would, on the, like during the summer, we'd have, I'd go through spelling words and math and all that with them. So before, the summer before first grade, I had his little spelling list and we're in the car driving. And it's just like, Lee, what's PLAY? And he said, I don't know. And then I said, what's IT? And he said, I don't know, ID? And I was like, oh my Lord, I have failed my second child, And however, the first day of school, he came home with a fourth grade level book. And I said, you can't even read. What do you do in that book? And he said, yes, I can. And he read the book to me. I was like, oh my goodness. I was so stressed out thinking that my child was not, he was going to school and not reading, and his brother went into school reading it. But yeah, so that happened. However, so studies show that the more words a child hears, the more language they develop, the better they perform academically. So start reading to your child. Read to them when they're pregnant. My mom encouraged me to do that. She said, read to your children like from the very beginning. As soon as you know you're pregnant, start reading. And when they, after they were born, I would read to them. I'd make up all kinds of stories. And the fun thing is too, like we have so many books available. There's so many nursery rhymes that you can use and you can ad lib to them when they're younger and before they can read. However, I would ask you and suggest to you once they are able to follow along in a book, so maybe at 2 years old, and I'm not saying sit there and read a 20-page book, just a few pages at a time until they can sit for longer. So follow along with your finger as you say the words and encourage them to look so that way they can get some word recognition in, right, early in life. Then you can also point to the pictures, and you can do this with babies as well. Remember though that babies have newborns, they can only see up to 12 inches, like their range is 8 to 12 inches. So as they develop though, show them the pictures. Babies love to see faces, right? And you want to help give them as much stimulation as possible. So show them the pictures. Show your toddlers the pictures. Narrate that to them. It's like, oh, he's jumping. He's smiling. Oh, that lady's drinking. Whatever it is, narrate it to them. This also works with children who are neurodiverse, right? But you want to be more animated, make it more fun, add to it. And it doesn't matter the age because today a lot of our students are 8, 9, 10 years old and not reading. So we want to read to them at their level and make it as interesting as possible. Be excited about it because the more excited you are, it's contagious, right? Because if you walk in, it's like, okay, it's time to read. What are they going to do? They're not going to want to read. But hey, guys, come on, let's read. And make it excited. But, it's going to be so much fun. Like, just you start loving it, and then they will start loving it. Because our children, they learn from us. They model they imitate what we model. So we want to be very careful to, have the attitude we want them to have, even if you have to make it up in the moment. All right? So I hope this was helpful. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you later.